Hey everybody, Ryan DeWitt here from DeWitt Physical Therapy. Today we're going to use the RODO 2-in-1 mobility tool. So the cool thing about this is it's like a double lacrosse ball, similar to that, but you can take it apart and now you can have a single lacrosse ball, put it together, boom, you got yourself a peanut. So we're going to use this for kind of unlocking that upper shoulder girdle. So for starters, what we're going to do is we're going to work on this kind of like lat teres minor posterior shoulder. We're then going to work on our upper rib area, and then we'll put the balls together into that peanut and work on the upper T-spine. So for starters, I'll take our RODO apart and just use the single ball. I'm going to take that thing, put it on the ground, and I'm going to lie on it so that the edge of my shoulder blade is rubbing against the ball here. I'm also going to take my hand, I'm going to turn it up. And here I can kind of roll back and forth, and even I can find a spot that's a little tender, turn my hand down, turn my hand back up. It's even going to get a little bit of that lat in there. So I'd spend about 30 seconds to a minute working through that area, just behind that shoulder blade, or just on the side of that shoulder blade rather. Next, I'm going to work that upper rib. So I'll take the single ball again. I'm going to put it kind of just on the upper rib area, but really where that is if you think about somebody coming up behind you and putting their hands on your shoulders and squeezing your shoulders, and you're like, yes, press there, that's where I want it to go. So right between your shoulder blade and your neck. Take that other hand, make a fist, lie your head back on the fist so that your neck doesn't go into too much extension. And take that arm, bring it up, take our thumb, point it up over our head, and I'm just going to lay that arm back, let gravity do the heavy lifting for me here, and come back up. And what you should feel is as that arm comes up, it's going to press into that ball. And it might be a little uncomfortable, but you're in control. So just see how it feels. If you want to move it a little bit, move down. Just hunt around, find that spot. There's going to be some tender spots in the muscles, also in those ribs. And that's okay. You're in control, so if it's a little tender and it's tolerable, that's where we want you. Okay, so next, we're going to take it, we're going to put it together. Goes click. Put that ball down. So now I'm going to try to lie my spine down right in the middle here. And so what I want is I'm going to start up nice and high, like on that upper back area. I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to put them behind my head just to support my spine a little bit. And what I can do is I can kind of arch over it and then really see if I can extend over it a little bit. So what I'm doing is mobilizing each of those segments. I can roll myself up, which moves the ball down. I can do the same thing. You might get a couple of pops and clicks. Again, you're in control here, so nothing that's too uncomfortable. If or when I get more over the ball like this, there's more of me on this side of it. It can be a little bit more uncomfortable. So just play it safe and play it comfortable. If you're like, oh, that feels like enough, then just stay right there. Even just coming down here, taking a big breath into your belly, letting your ribs move, let that peanut rather press on those ribs and mobilize some things for you. If you want, you can reach over and really reach over, but that adds a whole nother level of intensity to it. So sometimes it's just nice to move. You can even give yourself a hug and rotate side to side to get those ribs a little bit more. So if you can do this on both sides and unlock the muscles between the upper arm and the shoulder blade, move some of the muscles in the ribs between the shoulder blade and the neck, and then move that upper spine below your neck, above your low back. With the RODO, you should be able to unlock some of your mobility, have better shoulder range of motion, and hopefully just move better.